afternoon, folks. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. You may not see this till evening or morning, but I'm going to post this in the afternoon. I've got a gift request. Jason Halverson, firstly, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for this request and the gift. And it's Dallas Wayne's song, I'm Your Biggest Fan. Now, this could actually be a really sad song. Of course, the words themselves are encouraging. I'm your biggest fan. And you're like, oh, that feels good. You're trying to build somebody up and encourage them and all that. But it could be somebody's leaving you. And you're like, but I'm your biggest fan. Like, whatever. So I love trying to figure titles out and then see if I've got it right or not. It's just part of the guessing game. I love doing that. And I did a reaction to a song a couple years ago of Dallas's. And he actually saw it because I think he liked it. I think he gave it a like. I made a note that said, like he liked it or he commented or something to that effect. So the artists frequently do see them. They don't, I think they more often don't comment, but sometimes they do. And I love when they'll engage on the channel. I'm your biggest fan. Here we go. Uh-oh.
I've got every record you ever made. Even those old 45s you never thought would see the light of day. A live tape from Chicago, stolen from the sound man. I'm your biggest fan.
It's ominous.
The shirt you wore in Toledo, I found on eBay. It cost a lot more than most folks would pay. My mom called me crazy, but she don't understand what it means to be your biggest fan.
Suspense. This is a stalker vibe. Like Psycho.
I got the autographed picture that you sent to me. And when you wrote with love, well, I just couldn't believe. But then I read somewhere that you divorced that awful man. Did I forget to mention, I'm your biggest fan. I stood in line in Philly, 3 hours in the rain, out in front of the main point, till you finally came. Then you walked by me like you didn't give a damn. Is that any way to treat your biggest fan?
Bam. I don't know where he's gonna go with this. It ain't gonna go well from here. Brilliant.
You never answer my letters. You won't return my calls. Well, I'm beginning to think that I don't know you at all. And I found the flowers I brought you in a backstage trash can. You know, you're making it hard to be your biggest fan. Well, I can't believe that you don't really care. After everything we've been through, after all that we shared. But somehow I feel better with this gun in my hand. Number one with a bullet. I'm your biggest fan.
Gonna off himself or the artist? That gunpowder in there. I waited until the very end to see if there was going to be a reveal. Now he's got this gun in his hand, and it just sounds like he's going to off the artist, not himself. But number one with a bullet, yeah. What a way to depict a fan psychosis. And that's in many ways when artists, it's very hard for famous people to develop new friendships because everybody wants a piece of you. You don't know who to trust. You don't know what their motives are. When you grow up with somebody and you have friends from middle school, high school, whatever, from back then, before you were famous, those are your friends. They're your friend for you. You became famous later. That's not why they were in your life. And they're the ones who will bust your balls. They're the ones who will tell you the truth. They're the ones you could just be you with. But fans, when they see somebody they like, they've got this image of the person. And I know this just from my life coaching and executive coaching, where I work with some very high-level people. And some people very professional, like you, very high-functioning professionals, and also people who nobody's heard of except in their local, family and friends in their neighborhood type of deal. And maybe they're going through divorce or what have you. But everybody in one way is the same. You get one heart and one mind. You have expectations and hopes in life that are not met, whatever they may be. And everybody has issues. And not everybody feels them the same as others. So when one person screws up and hurts somebody, for example, they feel way worse than other people. Some people don't really feel when they hurt someone else, and that's scary. But the delusion of a fan, like the stalkers, like when Taylor Swift had a stalker or something, and he kept getting arrested. He broke into her home, and you're like, my God, that would be frightening. Michael Jordan can't go out alone in public. LeBron, these famous people can't go out because so many people are like, oh my gosh, can I take your picture? Can I this and that? And you think that's the greatest life, but it's not, because you don't have privacy. But then you get the occasional person who thinks they can make you fall in love with them or just hang out with you like we're going to be buds because we have so much in common. But you don't really know the artist. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You get this idea based on what they present to you, whether it's in a movie acting role or whether it's in songs and performance and that. And, they're performing. That doesn't mean that's the way they are behind the scenes. And generally speaking, it's not. There's always more to a person than a role that they're playing. Certain artists, like Ashley McBryde, I'll use her as an example. There are certain artists that you could be pretty assured that they are how they present themselves. They're just real. I saw Ashley in the Stone Pony here in Jersey a few years back, 6-7 years ago. 300-400 people there before she got a lot bigger. Affable, friendly, straight shooter, just very likable. There just didn't seem to be anything pretend about her. There didn't seem to be fake smiles, or whatever. And I appreciate the effort that performers put in to make you feel good on stage and put on these big shows in Madison Square Garden or wherever. But the delusion of a fan, that song captured it. His voice captured it. The instrumentation was really well done. This wasn't a sunshine and lollipops type of song. So some people are like, oh, I don't like that song. That's a bad song. I'm going to rate that one, Jason, based on what the producer and songwriter were going for in that song, because they got what they were going for. The creepy, delusional mindset of the fan that thinks that they have a friend or a lover. And then the artist gets thousands of those letters or hundreds. Like, they can't keep track of it all. And then the world comes crashing down. The flowers were in the trash can. I'm coming in with a 9.3. They depicted delusion eerily well in this song. So now I'm going to go recover. So anyway, I don't know. That might have been good for Halloween, something like that. I don't know. Just some kind of weirded out, whacked out, day. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was art. Wasn't smiley. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.